Okay everyone, confession time. I've fallen in love with my neighbour's cat. So this is what you're going to do. We're going to make the cat a little mouse to play with. So you're going to start off with a slip knot. You need a 4-point crochet hook. I'm working with Aran yarn just so it's a bit more durable for them. And we're just going to chain. This is actually going to start off the tail. You can make this chain as long as you want. This is the dingly bit. What I'm doing here is I am hiding the tail of the yarn while I make the chain. By doing that, I'm just bringing the scrap yarn and passing it through the chain while I crochet it. And you can make this chain as long as you want. You want something dangly for you to hang on to. So you could just go, wee. So it doesn't matter how many chains you do. I normally do about the length of my palm. You can go a bit longer if you want. In fact, let's make this a bit longer so the cat's got something danglier. And this will be the mouse of your tail. What we are now going to do is we are going to work in the round. And we're going to do 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that was in the second chain from the hook. You're going to slip stitch into the first chain, chain 1, and then you're going to work the other way around so your stitches are in the right place. You're going to do 2 double crochet into each stitch around. From now on we will not be turning. Because as we started from the tail, you can imagine this is going to be the mouse's butt. I said butt. Now you can keep increasing in hat size if you wish. Now I say hat size because if you're going to go bigger, you now want to increase where your increases are. So it makes a cone size, or you can stop there and start making a tube. But let's just show you what I mean. So for every increase round now, you're going to do 2 there, 1 stitch there, and 2 here. So you're increasing in your increase. So I've got a single and 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, all the way back round. And what I'm going to start doing is just working in the round double crochets. You are going to be doing this for the length of the mouse's body. Sorry if I'm going too quick on this video. I'm due in work soon-ish. I want to get this uploaded, ready for this week for you. It will start to curve in the wrong way, but you're just going to pop it out and force it to go the way you want. As you can see, once I've come back round, the join is now continuous, so I don't need to add the join on anymore. You're going to keep going until you've got the size of the body, and I will come back to you for the head. I will tell you how many rounds I did when I get there. Don't forget you will need K-Pop polyfill to fill it up with. And I'll catch you in a minute when my mouse is about that big. Okay, once you've got the body to the size you want it, you've got your tail, it's time to start working on the head. So we're just going to do a decrease, then a single crochet, then a decrease. Basically, how you ended your increase is how you're going to decrease. So you have the same sort of cone. So I'm doing 1 decrease and 1 single crochet. All the way around. Then you're going to do a single crochet into every single stitch. Because you do want the head to be more of a cone than you did the base. Now is the time if you were going to put polyfill in to do that. Otherwise, this is going to get incredibly tight for you. You can always put catnip in as well. But catnip sends this cat crazy. So I've been asked not to put catnip in. Because she broke into the catnip stash at home. And it was all over the place. And apparently the stuff stinks. Never tried it myself. So, yeah. Make sure you fill it up. Don't forget, polyfill does expand. You also want to make sure you're using the right size hook for the yarn you're using. You don't want to see any gaps because you don't want the cat choking on it. So I'm making this nice and tight so I can see what's going on. Perfect. And then you can continue on with your decreases. So now it's a decrease in every stitch around because that's how I increased. Which should leave me with 6 stitches. I have overfilled this quite a bit. Because obviously you can't pack into the nose. And you want to do just a few stitches up here to shape a nose. These don't just need to be used for cats, by the way. You can make 2 for the neonatal ward. The idea of the neonatal ward having 2, I'm just going to do a slip stitch in the first 2 stitches there. Is so, yeah, the reason of making these for neonatal ward as well, if you choose to do that, is they both go with baby. And then the mom can keep one, so it smells of baby if the baby, unfortunately, doesn't make it. So what I'm going to do now is, instead of fastening off the yarn, I'm actually going to bring the yarn inside to where I want the ear. I want it a bit higher actually, just before the decrease. Hope I'm catching this on camera for you guys. The reason for bringing my yarn inside is I don't, again, want anyone choking on anything. So I want to make it in one piece if possible. That was a bit awkward. So for the moment, yes, I am pulling the yarn through my work, which, as you can imagine, will be annoying. If you find it easy to cut it, please feel free to cut it, but make sure you secure everything down. I can't, say that enough. You have to secure things down, otherwise the cat or whoever you're making this for is going to eat it. In fact, let's just show you how to secure it properly. I've changed my mind, people. This is what happens to crafters. We change our minds frequently. So I've done the slip stitch in the nose. I've pulled it tight. I'm looking for my scissors and I'm going to snip it. Just pull that bit of fluff off. Then I'm going to put my hook inside and pull this last bit of yarn that I was working with through. Make sure you hide it. You don't want anyone choking on it. So we've got a mouse. It doesn't look like a mouse. It looks like a poop on a string. Let's turn it into a mouse. Just here before your decreases, we're going to add 2 ears in. And to do this, you're going to do a standing stitch, which you do a slip stitch and you go through. And we're just going to do a double crochet right there. Don't worry about that, you can tuck it in later, that is secure. So 1, 2, 3, I'm going to do 3 crochets, 3 double crochets around that post. I'm going to turn it and I'm going to do 3 double crochets along the next post. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to call that an ear. Then you're going to go into the next post, skip 1 post, go into the next one. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, and you're going to turn it. And into the very next post, you're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to cut this off. I'll show you what this looks like after I've just cut it. And we have a little mouse. Like I said about the ends, please do tie them off, hide them securely. So with me, I'm hiding it securely by tucking it into the work. It can't come out and it's fully attached in. I'm just going to do the same with that one. This is actually changing yarn that I've got. Previous ones, colour changing yarn. Previous ones, it doesn't matter if the head changes colour or not. But you've got your cat mouse. You can put safety eyes on it, but they're not that safe. So if you're giving it to a child or an animal as a toy, be careful with that. Make sure they are secure. I just don't believe in them because I've seen so many hazardous things going on. But yeah, there's your little cat mouse, guys. See you on the craft table. Bye.